YouTube, this is Jen, your Pudgy Picker. Got another sales update for you. Sorry I got a little behind on those, but they are recorded and just getting uploaded, so I apologize. These sales are from August 31st through September 6th, and there were 21 sales, so very, very pleased. I sold a lot, Connor sold a lot, so let's jump right into it. These are Sporto Alex boots. They're waterproof, ladies size 11. Larger sizes, of course, as we know, always do really well. And they have the zip up and then the faux fur lining. Just showing you some of the pictures I got. Make sure you show all the angles. Bottoms were like mint pristine condition. So those sold for $34.99 and buyer paid shipping. This you'll remember from a video I did not too long ago. This is a metal Eiffel Tower. It measured 7 1/4 inches tall, said Paris, France on it, and I put it as a souvenir collectible. So, not too bad. Wrap that very careful. Also put a coin, I put a quarter in there just for reference. Even though I put the measurement, some people just don't read. They just look at pictures. That sold for $14.99, buyer paid shipping. These I bought this summer. They are a lot of 3 scrub tops. One is Hello Kitty. One has, looks like bugs and peace signs and little frogs, and the other one was a floral design. They all were a size large. I believe I paid probably $5, $6, like $7.50 for all 3 of these. So not a huge amount of profit on these. These were a little bit of an experiment because I knew some people were saying scrubs did really well. There again, it depends on the size, it depends on the design, and of course condition. These sold for $19.99, buyer paid shipping. And those just went in a poly bag, so that was an easy mailing. Oops. This is a Texas Instrument BA2 Advanced Business Analyst Calculator with the cover and the paper. Little bit of rough condition just as far as scratches, but worked great. And that sold for $14.99, buyer paid shipping. And those are usually, pick them up for 50 cents or $1. Next item, this was a free item. You'll remember these from this summer. There were these size 4" by 4" squares cut of vintage fabric, 3 pounds worth. I also have another lot up of smaller ones. I think they were 3" squares. So these were 3 pounds vintage print 4" square fabric, and these sold for $21.99. People are always looking for the vintage fabric. Pre-cut, that's nice too. So tried to show a variety of the different designs. So not too bad. Buyer paid shipping on those as well. I think it was $6 or $7 to ship those. Next item was a free bin item. This is New Fellows thermal laminating letters, letter size 100 pouches. And these, I don't know, somebody decided they didn't think they would sell. They sold for me for $24.99. Buyer paid shipping. They were pretty heavy. Next item is, yes, you remember, Tupac. Rare Tupac Shakur All Entertainment Series number 1 action figure rap hip hop. I'm reading just the titles just to give you an idea what my titles are. He was, I believe, like 7 or 8 inches tall. I got a lot of really good shots of him so you could see him up close. Really well designed, actually. His arms moved, everything else was not posable. There was only, from my research, there was only 2,000 of these that were made. This was made after his death. His mother, who is in charge of his estate, I believe, as the story is told, pulled this item because she didn't approve of it in some, I don't know, form or fashion. So a certain amount of them were sold before they were pulled. So detailed pictures, turned out really nice. I sold this for $149.99, buyer paid shipping. So that was a great score. I believe I paid $2 or I think it was $3 I paid for this. Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac do really well since they are both no longer with us. So that was a very, very, very nice find. Had a lot of nibbles, had a lot of watchers, but it finally sold, and he is in New Jersey. This was part of a huge lot of items, what do you call it, ink cartridges that I got that were new in package. I paid $10 for the whole bin. I have been selling several of these. I have many left. These sold for this one sold for $9.99. Free shipping. I had to kind of go with what everyone else is selling these at since these are mass-produced items in the color yellow, as you can see. And I still have a lot of these. I don't like to sell stuff this cheap and do free shipping, but I have a ton of them, so I am going to definitely make my money. I try to sell higher priced items. You know, I don't want to make it worth my while, but usually if I have something that's $10 or $12 that I'm selling, it's usually from a huge lot, or even if it's a little lower, it's from a lot of items that I had. Connor's score. You'll remember this. Vintage 50s Bailey Barbie Western Hat, mid-century, size 7 and 1/8, and it was in its original box. Box was a little bit beat up, but hey, I mean, that's like almost 70-year-old box and hat. A guy in Washington State bought this, and he was going to wear it in his wedding. So pretty awesome, huh? I did have this listed for $150. We did take an offer of $120. I did contact the buyer and ask him if he wanted the original box or not, because I know some people don't really care about that. But he said yes, he definitely wanted the box. So what I did is I cut a regular box and I wrapped this box. Then I wrapped it in postal paper. So it was not a complete box it was in, but it was well protected. And it was shipped to Washington State. Next item is a Wiener Dog. Isn't he cute? This was a vintage leaded stained glass sun catcher brown Wiener Dog Doxy Dachshund. Bought these for 50 cents at a garage sale, and he sold for $9.99. Buyer paid shipping. Sorry I'm so stuffy. I don't know if I'm getting sick or what my problem is. Excuse me. This is another vintage leaded stained glass sun catcher clear iridescent dragonfly. This also sold for $9.99. I didn't get it at the same sale, I believe, as the other one, but I did believe I did pay like 50 cents or 75 cents for him. Next item, we're waiting for payment. Connor did not put on immediate pay for the buy it now. He has since been beaten for that error. No, I'm just kidding. I spoke to him about it. I am going to go back and look at some of his other items he has listed just to make sure, because he also made a slight miscalculation on the shipping for the hat. So keeping my eye on him a little bit. Shipping was the most difficult thing I had to learn when it came to eBay as well. But anyway, this is 2 Steamlight Stinger DS LED C4 flashlights. They came with the charger and also a leather holster. These are very high-end, even though they're used. This sold for $140, buyer paid shipping. These are used for security guards. And Connor was deciding whether he should sell them individually or in a lot. And I said, if you think about it, you use one is charging, you come home, switch them out, you always have one that's ready to go. So that is how he chose to sell them. And waiting for payment on these. So hopefully the person will pay. Next item, this was in a huge box paper lot I got at an auction that had tons of postcards and old newspaper clippings and a little bit of everything. These are, let me change my paper here. This is a lot of 18 vintage postcards. They are all of Colorado. Very cool. None of these were written on, so that also helped. Actually, they just had the date that they were there. That's what it was. So I guess as the people traveled, they picked one up and then had it wrote on there. And these all say 1954. So people like them written on or unwritten on. Sometimes if they're older, they do like them with writing on them. So these sold for $4.99, buyer paid shipping. Again, don't like to sell stuff that low, but it was a huge paper lot. I don't have that much left before all of those items are sold. And can you hear Pixel barking like a fiend? Yes. We bark at everything for no good reason around here. This is another Connor item, Sony Walkman Sport Cassette Player WM FS497. This item sold for $23.99. This is supposed to be water resistant. And see, I also told him, make sure you take a picture of the battery compartment because a lot of these are corroded beyond belief. So, I know, it sounds like I'm being so mean to Connor on this. You know, we all have a lot to learn, and, you know, so. He's getting good at shipping, though. I will give him that. He packages stuff really well. Next item is a lot of 2 Red Heart Super Saver 4-ply skeins of number 311 white. These are the same die lot. These sold for $4.99, buyer paid shipping. This was also a huge lot that I bought this summer of yarn that has been selling over the last couple of months. So hence the lower price. I think I did a couple of close-up pictures so you could see all the information. It says no die lot, but they all had the same color number and manufacturer information. Nice close-up shot there. Do lots of pictures. You got all those for free. Why not take advantage of them? This item, Connor bought this summer for $5 at a garage sale. It is not new in the box. It is complete in the box. That's how he listed it. Sony Portable DVD Player DVP-FX810, complete in box. And I think he put cleaned and tested, which is good for old electronics. This sold for $65 and buyer paid shipping. It was funny, he was packing this and I was down there to pack up a few of my things, and I'm standing there for a minute looking over his shoulder, and he goes, "Mom, you're hovering." I said, "Sorry." So, you know, moms hover. That's what we do. Next item, again, a Fossil Crossbody brown canvas bag, purse, leather trim, blue flowers. This sold for $25.99, buyer paid shipping. What can I say? Fossil's been very good to me this summer. It's been very, very good to me. Nice pictures, nice close-up pictures. I always tell my son, and I try to remember that, you know, imagine you're holding this item. How are you turning it? What are you looking at? Those are the pictures that you want to get put up with the item so that your buyer can see it like he's holding it and looking at it. So that was a good deal. That sold. Next item. These were, I had them as 3 separate listings. They are the 35mm slides, a Mustang dated 1968. I had these listed for $9.99 each, free shipping. one person bought all 3 of them. This is the other one. Look at the dress and the hair. Isn't that crazy? And the sunglasses. So pretty cool. I tell you, out of that huge lot that I bought, I had some 1960s women in bikinis, and all my car ones sold. So that's evidently, from what I can see so far, what is selling. So if you find any of these 35 millimeter old slides that have cars, snap them up, because they are going between 10 or more dollars. If you notice, it says Jen's Closet. I took a clear plastic, I don't know, just off of something, and I wrote Jen's Closet on it in marker, and I overlaid it on the image so that it was watermarked. That was my cheapskate way of watermarking them, and it worked, so did pretty good. Next item, hang on, let me go back to the beginning. This is a Sony Portable DVD. No, wrong one. Sony Walkman DE222 ESP Max, and that sold for $20. Buyer paid shipping. Color ones do interesting. They have, I think, yellow and, of course, black and silver, and the red. So usually pick these up, like I said, 50 cents to $1, and they sell all day, every day. So that was all I had for this week. Pretty decent sales. I'm hoping the slump is over. I know last time I bragged about that, I had really lousy sales the next week. So we're doing really well. Connor is back in school, but he's listing the things he bought this summer. So money is trickling in for him and going into his bank account for that car we're going to get someday. So that's all I got for you this week. These sales were from August 31st to September 6th, 2015. And I will see you next week with another sales update. Until then, happy picking. Bye.